What's up, Buck fans? Welcome back to Real Bucs Talk, where we discuss everything Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, like it, do all that good stuff for us. But now on to the Week 10 matchup, Bucs versus Panthers. Can the Bucs prevail after that Week 9 huge loss to the Saints? Let's find out. How are they going to do it? Plus, what do you see first with the Carolina Panthers defense? What do they bring?
Right. The Panthers are kind of similar to us as far as how to play defense. They like to create pressure with their, blitzes, whether it be zone blitz or, they match up in man here, but they're trying to create some penetration, cause the quarterback to throw it quicker. But here you can set up some matchups to your favor here. They use Jared Cook, the Saints do very well, just one-on-one, let him go make a play, and he does that very well. So you can do some things if you use like Rob Gronkowski or even Mike Evans in this nature, where especially in the red zone, there's going to be opportunities where they are forced to play man coverage, and you should be able to get your chances here and be able to convert on them.
I agree. And then play action, something that the Bucs don't really do a lot of, but you should do. Let's just be honest, flat out. I don't know why they don't do it, but it's moving around the pieces, and the Panthers run a lot of zone coverages deep down the field, and there's going to be gaps. I mean, look at the different levels concepts here. Find in between that zone, correct?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the use of play action I think is going to be very important in this game. I think we need to use it definitely way more than we have in the past. But you can see just the flow that the play action creates. Everyone's going to the left. It creates open seams in the middle of the field. That's where we need to attack, and it's good for Tom Brady to hit those passes where he likes, going down the middle of the field. I think you can see that happening in this game here. Again, another play action pass. You change the launch point and a nice pass to Julio Jones, who does a great route. So just a good concept here. Again, look at the movement that you're creating with the play action, everyone going down, and then you're setting up a launch point to the right, give your quarterback more time to throw the football. It's a nice, well placed ball with good timing and accuracy.
And also, as you see, Julio Jones matched up on Dante Jackson. The dude's 5'10", 200 pounds. We have a very similar matchup in Mike Evans. It's noted he didn't get the ball last week. I think they're going to make a conscious effort to get him the ball. 6'5", 230 and 5'10", 200 pounds. Mismatch. He had a big game against the Panthers week 2 of the season. I think he will prevail again. Just get him the ball. Get your playmaker the ball in space. It doesn't have to be this deep developing route. It could be just get him the ball like you did in the Panthers game. But it's just finding ways to get your guys the ball.
Definitely. And here again, another play action pass. Again, just moving the flow of the defense, setting up space. You can do simple plays like this to whether it be Cameron Brate, whether it be even Gronkowski, or you can use maybe Antonio Brown coming across in motion. So there's just different things you can do to set this up. You can also set up the next level here with Mike Evans going across the field. So there's a lot of options here. As you see, the Falcons are running some type of crossing with their two receivers at the top. So there's going to be options available because of that spacing you can create with their aggressiveness as they kind of shift with that play action, and they really want to stop the run first, as you can see there.
Yeah, and then also, you said earlier, similar to how the Bucs run their defense, a lot of inside pressure. You see these guys coming in, the A gaps, right? But then see Brian Burns, their best pass rusher, as our best pass rusher, Shaq Barrett. Put him where he's not used as well in covering guys, right? Brian Burns is better getting after the quarterback, which he will and he has done throughout the season. But if you make him cover a guy, that's like us. Shaq Barrett can't cover well. And there you have all that open space that Ed Rusher linebacker has to do. No. Get him in space, make him do something he doesn't like to do, and you win. But keep going on.
Yeah, definitely. And then, attacking them in the run game, I think, is something that we can definitely do. I like to see us run specifically out of shotgun. As you see here, it's just, again, attacking Brian Burns. He is a guy that likes to use his speed to get up the field quickly, but there's ways you can beat him, and that's by running the football, between his gaps, and you can get into the second levels against their defense because they are smaller up front, especially the linebacking core. So there's going to be opportunities for the Bucs to run the football, and I think they just got to make sure they stay committed to it, give it to Ronald Jones and give it to Leonard Fournette, and just continue to pound it on both sides of the field. That way you can slow down their pass rush, which is mainly Brian Burns. That's who you have to watch out for. So this would be a good way to do that.
week 2 with the Panthers, Leonard Fournette had his big 100-yard game. Everyone's like, oh, he's the number one guy. But really, like you said, they have a smaller front seven. It's not necessarily the whole front. Derek Brown's a big boy, but Brian Burton's smaller. Their linebackers are all athletic and speed downhill guys, but not big. They're not run stuffers. So what'd you see on this play?
Yeah, and this is a similar concept that the Bucks like to run. Get the line moving one way and then counter back to the opposite direction, and that's what you can do against Carolina. So we can definitely see plays like this. I believe this is a play that was similar to the Leonard Fournette touchdown back in week 2. So definitely, I would continue to try to stay balanced, use this, and use the play action passing game. I think you should be able to have good success against them. Here again, another similar run, just making a gap, using your fullback, creating a seam right there. So this is definitely something the Bucks can do with like Anthony Auclair, and you can use Donovan Smith, and hopefully Ali Marpet is in this game as well. So you can definitely do things to create space and get a nice running game going.
Yeah, I think all Buccaneer fans would love to see Ali Marpet back. But let's talk about the Panthers offense now. It's going to start with number 5, Teddy Bridgewater. This dude's really been playing well lately. He does all the little things right, and he can use his feet. He can get out, even though there's pressure, make a play with his feet. What'd you see?
Right. This is going to be very important. Now shifting to the Panthers offense, yeah, Teddy Bridgewater is very good, especially within the pocket. So you have to make sure you keep him in there because he can do things like this where he can escape, he can make things happen on the outside edge, and then deliver throws like this that is really good. I mean, that's right on the money to Curtis Samuel. So he's not afraid to throw it downfield. Again, it's not something he won't do consistently, but he can make plays with his feet, and we got to make sure that we keep him inside the pocket and try to force him to make quick decisions pretty much throughout the game.
Yeah, and he's not making many mistakes too. So their offense is a lot of relying on the run and then short little passes. That's not to say that they can't throw the ball deep, but they like those short passes to eat yards, little 3 and 4 yard chunks instead of going for the home run, a la the Buccaneers. There's also
Absolutely.
a guy that they really like to use, Curtis Samuel. I'll let you touch more on that.
Yeah, absolutely right. They're going to run plays like this where they get Samuel out in space and they like to just dump him off. So we just have to make sure we understand where Curtis Samuel is at all times. Just be aware what the formation is. Usually when they have Samuel in tight, they're going to motion him in some type of way. They could either fake motion him and run him back the other way, or drag him across like you see here. So we just have to make sure we have guys in place and wrap up and tackle like you see the Chiefs did there.
Yep.
And then they also like to run the football with them. So just have to be prepared for this and make sure you have your gaps lined up, and usually know like if he's in the backfield, most likely he's getting the football in some type of way.
Yeah, I mean, getting the ball into the playmaker's hands. It's that simple. And now, unlike the Bucks, we like to go down the field. Correct, guys? Now the Bucks are different in the way the Panthers like to attack. They're going to use their running backs to get them the ball in the flats. So we like to talk about deep routes to open up our out route, right? Well, they're opening up their running back in the short flats just by sending deep routes. And it's simple as that, and utilizing running backs against linebackers and man defense, and just knowing your mismatches to get the ball out faster. What did you see?
Right. Yeah. And Mike Davis is going to be, the starting back since Christian McCaffrey is out for this week. And they're going to do similar plays like this where they're, clearing out a space and they're just going to quick fire it to the back and let him get up the field. So it's a very effective play. So we have to make sure that, when we see things like this, we're in the right position to make the play. But yeah, they're going to do things like that where they just use guys as decoys to clear them out. And here, you got to make sure as you see here, the Chiefs bring pressure. Again, forcing Teddy Bridgewater to get the ball out of his hands quickly, where they're going to run a lot of short routes here as the route concepts. So we want to make sure we're forcing him to throw it early. That way we can come up and make tackles and force him into third and long situations.
The thing is, the Panthers, simple and effective. Unlike the Bucks that we like to push the ball deep, they want this 3 or 4 yards. They consistently want it. That's why they're staying in games. That's why they're giving up these little short passes. But the thing is, 3 or 4 yard plays consistently over the time, you're getting down the field. So we got to force mistakes by causing pressure, being the aggressor, doing the stuff they don't want to get rid of the ball fast, because of fearing of an interception. But the Bucs have to do better than last week. This is a new week. Let's see how that plays out. But other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the content. If you like it, hit the subscribe button down below, comment, do all that good stuff for us, and until the next one.